a dream sequence that Chad was in. Also, the stream just started, so I guess I'll formally start with. Last we left off with our heroes. We started with a dream that Chad had in one of the gardens in the orphanage, where he, as a child, met Colin for the first time, and um, saw Colin crying about how his family was killed as a result of collateral damage because of the Empress. Um, and so Colin has sworn revenge on all these royals to upset the balance of things, to root them out and kill them, etc., etc. We also discovered that Yume has some sort of ability to peer into people's dreams, it seems.
What?
And
What?
yeah,
That's neat. Okay.
yeah, you were in Chad's dream. That was Chad's
Oh,
dream.
I don't
okay.
know.
Okay, because I asked you last time and you're like, I don't know.
Well, I wanted to
Okay,
wait
so
until Chad was here, you know what I mean? But anyway.
okay, well now apparently I can
hmm
fucking dream Inception.
We'll
Amazing.
see. We'll see how much I let you. But anyway, um, and it was quickly revealed after, multiple people had jumped through portals that Yume and Chad had ended up in the Talasong household. Yume figuring out what had happened since they were quickly knocked out of the fight. Meanwhile, Rose Quartz ended up in the Forest of Lost Souls in the Shadowfell, the domain of Mirth, the Smiling One, as well as the Queen of Shadows herself, Sable. There, Rose Quartz had a vision of a dragonborn woman named Aurore, as well as her previous master, Lars. Um, she ended up gaining some information that Bulawan, a now enemy deity, and her faction have been making moves in the background and have some sort of animosity towards your group. From there, Rose Quartz and Yume reconvened thanks to the help of Kaya, Delia's master, and confronted this woman who turned out to be a vampire, and were able to rescue Delia, but now Ling has been once away kidnapped. Furthermore,
Her official name is Ms. Bitch.
everyone's been calling her the bitch
Cause she's a
TM.
fucking bitch.
Yeah,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
but
I just want to say that on stream.
right, of course, of course. And to cap things off, Delia and Ling have been infected with vampirism as the result of this vampire bitch's bite. Delia now rests, and Ling is nowhere to be found. Um, with that being said, if you want to join the activity, I will go ahead and start the music as we begin the session.
What the heck happened? What the?
You abandoned Ling. He got kidnapped by a vampire. She bit him. He's at death's door. She also bit Delia because you left all of us. And Delia is now also at death's door, turning into a vampire.
All right, can
Rose
everyone
Quartz
see
and
the map?
yes,
Because
Rose Quartz and I were able to save Delia and bring her back. Not like back to life, but like back to Pan. But we couldn't take Ling.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Ling got kicked into another portal essentially. But as I continue on, everyone can see, correct?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
All right. Chad, you find yourself running for reasons you don't remember, and you run into another section of a garden in the orphanage with a plethora of vibrant colors cultivated around you. You see a sort of like tiny Asian-styled like gazebo essentially before you, and you hear sort of the playing of children. What would you like to do?
First, would like to state that Chad is he feels relieved at first because it feels like that he woke up from a dream and is back in the orphanage and thought that him leaving the orphanage and all that adventure was just one big scary dream. So he decides to frolic. around the garden.
Okay, go ahead and make a performance check for me real quick. Oh my god, you've been rolling so high. Chad, you find this moment of peace and dance to your heart's content, this performance for no one but yourself. What does it sort of, what kind of like style of dance, I guess, does Chad do, as this feels like a very personal and vulnerable moment? It feels like something he hasn't shared with people.
It's like like the sound of music, like that girl that's just like her arms are flailing out into the field.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. Like his arms are just like flailing out. He's doing a little skip. He's like kicking his feet
Mm-hmm.
he's doing a little kicking the feet as he's going through the garden, like jumping, just spinning around, being like, oh, I can't believe I'm back home. Just feeling the happiest he's been in a while.
As you begin to like allow yourself this happiness, this moment of peace, you hear the sort of like giggling of children, of people running around, this time even more jubilant, as you see sort of shadows, uh, a memory, if you will, appears before you of children playing in the garden, and you see what seems to be a younger version of yourself leading a young Alum by the hand to join everyone else. And you remember these moments where you had nothing to worry about. Everything was okay and everything was just fun. And quickly, as this memory begins to play out again before you, you notice the children in front of you, children who would later go on to bully you. For the first time, they see you hold another little boy's hand and don't understand. And in their confusion is hatred. And they flee from you. The running of this game turns from into an ostracization. Chad, how do you remember feeling in that moment?
I just remember like looking at their faces and how they're like looking at me with disgust, and they're looking at me holding uh the boy's hand, and I'm just being like confused, and then making the conclusion being like, oh, like this is bad that I'm holding my best friend's hand. So I like automatically get super embarrassed, let go of his hand, and like put my hand quickly into my pocket and kind of like blush with embarrassment and being like, okay, don't do that again. And soon creates like a core memory being like, okay, holding the homie's hands bad.
As this memory cements itself, the other children fading away, this moment in time of feeling embarrassed for being yourself, it freezes in place. And the tribal necklace that you picked up years ago begins to sort of glow as an orb of light, this vibrant green, with shades of yellow in it. It forms and it floats out into the area behind that memory by this gazebo, and a warrior appears. Yes, there's in one of the sessions, that was a side mission that you were not there for, Leslie. Chad connected a little bit with his culture. And Chad, in this moment, you see the armor of this warrior resembles the statues that you were able to carry. And if you recall, the statues the sort of enchantment made it that those of the bloodline of these mountain people were able to lift these rocks with no problem. It is a verification of that connection. And you hear a voice that you heard before asking you to go seek things out. This warrior, this one-eyed warrior who perhaps is your ancestor, speaks and asks with a question. Tell me, brother, child, in this moment, in this image, what is love to you?
Damn, what the fuck? Chad is like looking at the warrior, and he's like, brother, you didn't. I don't remember you in my frat. Bro, that's a loaded ass question. What is love?
It is okay if you don't have the answer yet, Chad. Today you might even find it for yourself. And this fraternity you speak of, you should know by now that that is a false brotherhood. One no more real than the place you are in now. Real companionship, it comes from time, from trust, from memories, built up together. You do not have that with your fraternity, but you do have that with others. I will ask you another question then, because it seems that you are in need of guidance. You see, I am the leader of the mountain clan from long ago, the Bronze clan from which you are decided. My name is Joseph Yang. My name is where your last name comes from. Bronze and Joseph.
Bronson Joseph? But my last name's Broseph. I don't see how those names are related. Like, my last name is one word. Your last name, like, you're saying two words. Like, I don't see the comparison.
That is because after the Empress and her generals killed all of us and scattered those who survived to the wind, they erased our names. The only remnants are these bastardizations of the titles and the pride that our people once had. But it still lives with you, and I hope that you will prove yourself worthy of that name. So I will leave you with this question, Chad Michael Broseph. Do you have love in your life? That answer will be important, especially today. And if you find that you do not like your answer, it is never too late to change it. There is good and there is evil within all of us, but we have to choose it every day. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't know, but I'll try.
Good. That is all that you need to do, is to try, and continue to try, and try again, until that goal is the truth, and not a dream. Isn't that right, Yume? As Chad, you look to the side, and without having noticed it, Yume is there in the garden with you. How does Chad react in this moment?
You wait, what the? You were there the whole time. You weren't there in the beginning. Like you saw me walk. I walked through the garden, right? You didn't see anything else, right? I walked, right?
Yume, you have the ability to talk.
I have a question
Mm-hmm.
for Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Is this okay? Is this after the events of what happened last time? Or is this taking place during the same dream sequence that I saw last time before I woke up? Where is this taking where is it taking
Roll
place?
roll a history check with disadvantage for me, please.
Oh, God.
As it is
This is just
hard
to
to
be a question for Rio.
I'm saying that
Not great.
might not have all the answers. That is, as Yume doesn't fully understand what's happening either, merely that Yume perceives it. On a 9, Yume, you don't know how you got here, and everything feels familiar and foreign at the same time. And as Chad says this, you both wake up. All right. You appeared to have dozed off at breakfast, and what you do not see from the other side of the house, you should be able to see the house right now. Chad, you wake up for the first time in 2 days, and you wake up to Mamoru, laying on you in such a way that it is hard to get up.
Big hunk of man on top of me. What the fuck? You
Mamoru whirs. Would you
You
like to?
Do I hear the whir?
Um, Yume and Rose Quartz, go ahead and make a perception check. Chad, if you would like to try to get up, I would like for you to roll an athletics check for me.
sir. What?
I don't fucking perceive anything.
Ugh, Yume, you can't keep rolling low like this.
I keep rolling low. It's karma for all the high rolls from fucking Zaraya.
Yeah. Let's see. So Chad, your DC was a 12. So on a 16, you're able to get up, but as you get up, Mamoru will sort of make a louder whirring noise. Yume doesn't perceive it at first, given that they are still sort of waking up, having dozed off at breakfast. On a 22, Rose Quartz, turns out Charity is a bomb-ass barista and made you not only some tasty coffee or tea, whatever you preferred, but also particularly potent one, as you are able to hear this whirring, and you immediately know that Chad has woken up and has been able to slip past Mamoru. The initiative is now on you,
For
Rose Quartz. What would you like to do?
I'd like to alert Yume immediately, and I would like to run on over there with her.
Yumi's going to
Mhm.
pound the rest of her tea
Mhm.
because she's having a her moment right now. She's gonna pound the rest of her
All
fucking
right.
tea and get up
Okay, yeah.
and
Ch-
follow Rose Quartz. Yeah.
Charity, still on his apron that says "Kiss the Cook," will begin cleaning up and will say, "I assume that business is important, so do not worry about this. I will clean it up, and should you need any more food, I can prepare it immediately." All right, go ahead and move your tokens over. As they move over, Chad, would you like to make a sort of perception, history, any of those kinds of information checks to kind of evaluate the situation around you?
Yes, I would like to make a perception check.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go for it.
Perception.
Very good.
Oh,
Chad, on a 20, I'll give you a good amount of information, and I will allow you a question to ask me, which I will answer truthfully. First, you wake up in this sort of treehouse, underwater, and waterproof through some kind of perhaps enchantment. You see fish swimming outside. You know that you're still under the ocean by the water temple. You also can tell that you're in Pan's house. This is the place that you ended up teleporting into, that you do recollect, and you recognize from the pictures of Delia and a few other context clues that this is her house. And lastly, and perhaps most importantly, before I let you ask me a question, you notice that there is a tenseness between you and Yume. What would you like to ask me?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do they hate Chad?
I don't want to answer for the players, but I will say that, Chad, you get the feeling that that number, it has to be higher than you would like and has the potential to get higher given the situation. Yume and Rose Quartz, if you would like to telegraph with body language or even verbally how you feel about Chad in this moment, feel free to do so.
I am
Go for it,
kind
Rose.
of guarded. I want to sort of corner him, so I'm standing kind of menacingly. But I also don't want him to be too scared off to the point where he doesn't tell us the truth. So I just want to stand my ground.
All right, Yume.
Yume is thieving. She has her hammer in her right hand. And she's doing the thing, like, I wish I had a fucking picture of the meme. You know where you're just like, your head is down a little bit and you're looking at somebody from like the top part of your eyes, but you're kind of standing, almost like you're standing in front of a door, like really menacingly, like just absolutely fucking furious. Like legs wide, just kind of like looking at Chad. And Yume has one and only one question for Chad. Whenever that time is appropriate.
Okay. Yeah, Chad, you get this sort of feeling that Yume is taking on this aura of, similar to the sort of like feather-like decorations of an eagle that Yume happens to wear. The feeling of a predator perched above you, ready to pounce, the eyes piercing and hard to look away from. Yume, at this moment, I feel that you ask your question.
I'm gonna ask this once and only once. Did you or did you not run away from the fight and abandon everyone?
What? Run away?
The question was really simple. Yes or no?
Depends. How, if you're gonna hurt me afterwards.
Yes or no? When you're judging, I'm gonna go into a rage.
You're gonna go into a rage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As this is happening, I assume things happen simultaneously. First, Chad, you see that Yume goes into a rage. How do you respond? And then Rose Quartz after, how do you respond?
Chad acts like a little baby and he tries to back up into the wall, like trying to like get into fetal position, hoping that like Yume doesn't like kill him.
Okay. And as Chad enters this defensive position as Yume advances offensively, Rose Quartz, what do? You do notice that
I
Pan gets up as well.
I feel like this I can't really get involved in. So while I am scared for the both of them, I think they gotta do it or they gotta work it out themselves. So I'm gonna step back like a little bit. But I will be readying. I will be readying
I somehow
myself.
got Rose Quartz fucking scared, and it's not about her.
I'm like, I gotta go right here.
hmm
But I will ready some offense just in case against
hmm
Chad.
As all of you move simultaneously, Pan stands up and yells at you. And she just absolutely does not take any of this as she says, "Hey! Not in my house. Not while my daughter and her master are on death's door. If you have problems, you take it out outside. You leave that out there, not in here."
I instruct Mamoru to grab Chad and drag him outside.
No way.
Okay.
Because I will not disrespect Pan.
All right. Chad, are you going to resist at all as Charity walks over?
Oh, most definitely. He's like, I'm assuming Mamoru is like biting him from like the leg or something, and Chad is like
It was
clawing at
gonna
the
be like
floor.
bite the collar. It was gonna be like bite the collar of the jacket and drag you or something. Or like a shoulder
Yeah,
or something, yeah.
that works. So, like, if it's biting from the collar, like Chad is like kicking his legs, like just trying to like kind of stop himself from being dragged.
Okay.
Uh,
If that's the case, I would then ask, and you can maintain your rage through this, throughout all this. I'm not going to have the mechanical thing of it fading, but
Okay, thank you.
Chad and Mamoru, I would like for both of you to make contested athletics checks, as in you're both rolling athletics, and whoever gets the higher is able to win in this specific situation.
I'm looking at the character sheet and I don't see athletics.
Then you just press the strength roll.
kind of hoping Chad loses.
I
Lose,
kind of think so
Chad.
too.
Lose, Chad. Lose, Chad.
I'm pressing the button and it doesn't. I'm pressing the button and it doesn't actually work. I have a fucking.
Can you
I have a
right-click it?
character sheet inside of it.
Oh, Mamoru got a nat 20. Oh.
Try it. Have you tried pressing the number and not the dice part of it?
I pressed. I'm pressing where it says strength. I'm pressing the 14. I'm pressing the +2. I'm just gonna roll a d20 +2.
Yeah, go for it. Chad, if you would like to give yourself disadvantage, you can. That is an option that you have. If you feel like...
You can also fail any roll.
Yeah, you can choose to
You can choose to
willingly
fail any
fail.
roll.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. So, with that being said, Kyra, do you want to add that, like, disadvantage or auto-fail to the roll for Chad?
No. I think. Wait, what? Wouldn't that mean he already Mamoru won though?
Oh yeah, it kind of doesn't. I
Yeah.
guess the main
Doesn't
thing,
matter.
that kind of changes is like the degree to which you lose. Like in these kinds of contested checks, I also look at the difference. A higher difference means a greater effect. So, in other words, Chad, do you want to be dragged out having barely lost out to Mamoru, or do you think that in this moment Mamoru is manhandling the fuck out of Chad?
Yeah, let's do a manhandling the fuck out of Chad moment.
Okay. Mamoru is going to there is a stairs to the bottom left which leads outside. And Mamoru will, the space is somewhat tight, but Mamoru can fit through there. I'm going to move everyone outside real quick, and I'll let you sort of rearrange yourselves after I reveal the area. Outside, there is this sort of underwater cave that seems to have been blocked up by the tree house structure. The puddles are deep enough to affect your movement, but there is also formations of rock that have appeared from the receding waves. As Charity follows you out and says, Yume, Chad, I understand that there is anger between the two of you, but perhaps we could settle this in a way befitting the situation. Chad, given your necklace, you're a member of the Bronze Clan, are you not?
Bronze Joseph clan.
Is that your last name? Bronze Joseph?
My last name's Broseph, but I had this weird dream where like this guy was like, yeah, Bronze Joseph. Yeah, that's your last name. But I told him like, no, my last name is Broseph, and he's like, no, Bronze Joseph. Look, he basically told me like someone shipped their last names, combined them.
Oh, I see.
Little BOGO.
Well, I suppose that part isn't as relevant, but I will mention in times of old, before the Empress, people from the Bronze Clan would settle their disputes in a trial by combat. And it seems that that would be appropriate for this, given that you two do not want to kill each other, I assume.
What do you mean, like childlike, like tackle football or something? Like tag?
I will explain the rules, but only if the two of you consent to this trial by combat. Charity will then look to Yume, seeing that Chad really doesn't have a choice.
Yume is going to say, because Yume is, for some context, Yume has been like a little fucking hippy dippy, right? Like, Yume has never experienced, has been very privileged and has never experienced anybody like doing harm. It's always been like do no harm, be nice, like, kumbaya shit, whatever. And Yume will like get into a rage when her friends are like in danger. This is the first time Yume is actually mad, like genuinely super mad. And this fucking hippie who's only ever known like love and acceptance does not understand that. And will say, pick a god and start praying to it, and I'm gonna attack Chad.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay. A few things will happen then. Just to process it a little bit, Rose Quartz, yeah, you may move. I actually think they're probably going to want to move like here for now. As combat initiates, Charity is proficient and will like be able to move you out of harm's way, Rose Quartz. You may. If you're going to attack Chad right now, we'll start rolling for initiative, and you'll have a sort of surprise round where you go before Chad. Chad, if you are still being held by Mamoru, Yume will have advantage on you right now because you would be restrained essentially,
I
or
think I also
grappled.
have advantage because I'm flanking him.
I don't do flanking rules because
Okay.
like essentially like I think it's bad game design. And I try to
Mhm.
incorporate things to make like tactical positioning a little more relevant. But
Mhm.
yeah. Um, yeah, so with that being said, you may and Chad, go ahead and roll for initiative. Make sure to click your token first. Rose Quartz, you can also roll for initiative in case you decide to interfere with this fight later on. Um, and Chad, I would like for you, if you want to,
Why do I roll so low?
uh, Chad, if you would like to, you may roll another athletics check to see if you can get out of this position that Mamoru has you in. That way, the advantage that Yume is trying to garner, um, is not active when the surprise round starts.
All right, athletics check.
I'll go
Oh,
ahead and add all of you to combat. Let me hold on. Let me do some stuff here
I
because
swear to God, the thing that's gonna save Chad is that Kyra's rolling really high and I'm rolling really low.
wait, I pressed my token. I should have rolled. I should have.
I'll correct it. I'll correct it. Don't worry.
I do. Yeah, I'm just. Kyrie's just rolling really high today. Chad is just gonna
Leslie's
reap the
rolling
benefits, I
real
guess.
fucking low right now. I know.
Yeah. Let's see. And then Charity will be the referee, and thus will act on initiative. I'll say 1 to have the order be a little bit uh to make a little bit more sense. Okay, on to 20, Chad, you are released from the grappling. So you have the opportunity to still do stuff on your turn, but you will not get the automatic advantage from on your attack roll
Mhm,
from
mhm.
Chad being like grappled or restrained. You
Mhm,
still get this surprise round though. Okay?
mhm.
All right.
Um,
Did someone have a question?
no, sorry.
All right.
I was thinking out loud. Sorry.
All right. And so we begin. Okay. It is Yume's turn first. And then the next person who can go is Charity for reasons. And then it will be Chad's turn. So you may go ahead.
Well, you may and then Mamoru and then Chad, Charity, right?
Yeah. Sorry. Here, let me go ahead and put you Rose Quartz. I'm just going to move you to 4, and I'm going to put Mamoru at like a 4.5 because they're supposed to go right after each other.
How do you roll a 4.5?
Oh, it's there in
I
roll
know, I
20
know.
for yeah. Um but yeah, so as a quick reminder, Leslie, Mamoru has their own individual turns. To command Mamoru to do something aside from dodging on their turn, you have to use your bonus action.
The only other thing I use my bonus action for is for raging, right?
I think mainly
Oh, and
yes.
the dash.
Yeah, I think you have like the dash, for example, but yeah. I will also add for this specific combat, you may use bending as your bonus action to introduce a little bit of chaotic effectiveness into it, as well as some creativity. So that is something to consider.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess the last thing that you may said to Chad was pick a god and start praying to it, and it's going to. Can I roll intimidation?
Um, I will say that if you want to roll intimidation, it will have to be in action.
Okay. That wouldn't give me any sort of advantage, would it?
Um, It depends on what you're
Against
going
that.
for, but perhaps it could. It also kind of depends on Chad's reaction to things.
Okay. I saw a thing where it says that I was
Uh-huh.
had like advantage on intimidation or whatever. That's fine. I'm gonna hit with my warhammer.
Okay. Alright, that will hit. I have your sort of general combat stats down.
Damn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Alright, I'm assuming you're one-handing this because you did not declare otherwise. So that will be
Yep.
that will be 5 plus 2 damage because of the rage, okay? For a total of 7.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anything else? I will, again, since this is PvP, I'm going to take a step back and just be more of a referee, but I will hold you accountable for stuff, and if it passes your turn, and you, like, miss something, there is no going back, okay?
Mhm.
Alright. Anything else you may?
As a bonus action, I'm gonna command Mamoru to hold Chad down, and I'm hoping that he can kind of just like put both front paws on Chad's like chest and like hold him and keep him down.
Okay. Alright. Anything else? If not, that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Okay. Mamoru will follow your directives. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check. Chad or Mamoru will be that like D20 plus 2. Chad, go ahead and roll athletics as well.
Oh God.
You have got to be kidding me!
What a day to be Chad.
What a day.
Literally, what the fuck?
Mamoru, I would like you to still roll, but unless you get a nat 20, in which case both people are re-rolling.
Oh, is this contested? Oh,
Yeah, it's
sorry, I didn't know this was
contested.
contested.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Where is my little homie? So this is the contested what roll?
Athletics, please.
Which is strength.
Yes. So the D20 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
All right, Mamoru. Chad, now in this situation, you are reminded of when you were ganged up on as a kid, and that memory now allows you to sort of deal with the fact that you have two enemies coming at you. And you're able to succeed through that pain. I believe that's it for Mamoru's turn. Rose Quartz, on your turn, you hear a voice in your head. One familiar voice. And it simply will ask, let's see, what did I write down? Oh, it will ask, why do friends fight? And you're the only one who hears it.
Oh God, it's you.
Every time you bumpers make
Um,
me laugh hard, I pull at my stitches. I want you to know.
Can I ignore?
Yeah.
Okay. And I won't do anything. I'm still watching in anticipation.
All right. On Charity's turn, Charity will move forward in front of you, Rose Quartz, and you're 6 feet tall. Charity is like 5'7", like a decent amount shorter. But fully is a young silver dragon, and will say, Rose Quartz, please do not interfere, at least until they are done. Both of their prides are on the line. Stopping the fight early would only bruise it further. However, the rules of the Bronze Clan are fairly clear. Unless one yields or falls below half HP, we should not intervene. But if such a thing occurs, I will stop the fight. Rose Quartz, do you respond before we move on?
I will say, what will you do to stop it?
A sort of icy sigh comes out of Charity's mouth as he says, I will do what all great dragons must do. I will speak truth, and others shall know what I mean. Alright, Chad,
Interesting.
it's your turn. You're on deck.
Is it possible to roll athletics real quick to do a small barrel roll?
So by barrel roll, do you mean like dodge out of the way?
It clearly means she's flying in the air with her arms out and she's going to spin 360, Rio, clearly.
Well, that's an aileron roll. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Aileron roll.
Anyway,
We've seen the same video.
Chad, what is your intention behind dodge rolling?
Just to like get like a little distance and just to like prepare, or like just to like get his footing to swing his beer keg hammer.
Tell you what, if you would like to use your bonus action to do so, I'll allow it as part of the sort of like bonus action, using like the earthbending abilities. Because then at that point you wouldn't be able to rage. So that it will be your trade-off if you want to do that. I'll allow it.
But my bonus action, I can't rage. You know what? Yeah, Chad needs a lesson. Yeah, we'll make that happen.
So you're going to use your bonus action to move and then attack with the hammer?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Go ahead and roll roll athletics for me, as this is kind of like you're using essentially like an assistance for this maneuver. All right, very good. On a 19, I'll say you can move up to 4 squares away from your current position. So like 20 feet. Where...
Actually, okay. Light hammer, damaging.
Wait, where are you moving to, Kyra?
Oh wait, I'm strategizing real quick.
Okay.
5. Okay, I'm gonna move right. Gonna move. Let's see, the best course of action. All right, I'm gonna move right here, just so I'm like away from Mamoru. Actually, okay, yeah, I'll move right here because I'm gonna swing my beer keg hammer. Because I have to be 5 feet away. So I'm gonna. Should I roll my hit right now? My DC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Mamoru get an attack of opportunity?
No. So essentially, what you may see is Chad uses a little bit of earthbending to launch himself, in such a way that Mamoru is unable to swipe. And essentially, because Chad paid with his bonus action, I said that I would allow it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, don't feel like what's it called? Don't feel afraid to ask for like clarification on rolls. Yeah, so Chad, what is your What is your roll for your 2 hits? Oh my god.
You have got to be fucking shitting me.
Okay, roll your second
Dude,
hit
why
as
is
well.
the universe on your side, bruh?
Literally, why?
Also,
I'm calling rigged.
yeah, you have 2 attacks, right? Is this
Yes.
okay?
I have one that's like 1d8 plus 5 and 1d10 plus 5.
That's if you're one-handing or two-handing it. I'm assuming because you don't have a shield, and given like what you did in the past that you're two-handing it.
Oh yes,
Okay.
two-handing.
Yeah, because you don't really have anything to put in your other hand.
Gotcha.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your second attack roll, and I'll just have your second attack roll be, that was your damage. Your second attack roll, I want to look at as well, but yeah, so let's see, 14 plus 2 is 16, plus 8 is 24, so that first attack will deal 24 damage to Yume. But they are raging, so 24 is half to 12. Oh, what? Hold on. I can correct it.
Excuse me?
Don't worry, I got you.
You
Okay.
put me at negative 12 health.
I fixed it. Chad, I need you to roll your to hit again, please. The,
Yeah.
like, D20 version. The one that says, like, +7. Or +8.
Oh, got it. Sorry. Oh god, I'm so sorry, Leslie.
No fucking way!
No, you did not. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I'm sorry.
I don't
the website is
understand
just
your
working
luck
today.
right now, bruh. I don't
I'm calling Ray.
understand.
Roll your
Right
damage.
now.
Roll your damage. We need to keep this.
I'm sorry.
Keep the train
the
moving.
Website,
Wait,
You can choose to not
I
attack.
got 3 nat 20s in a row.
No, she rolled
Right?
a 19 a second ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
okay.
she rolls another nat
so
20, I'm
close.
gonna shit myself.
She rolled a 20, she rolled a 20, and then a 15, and then a 20, and then a 20.
Alright, 13 halved and rounded down is gonna be 6. So let's, 6 damage to Yume after resistances. Chad, you, in this moment, subconsciously go back to when you were a kid, and you were being beat up by Wolf and his friends for the first time. Them flanking behind you, them pounding on you, their hammers feeling, or their fists feeling like hammers. In this moment, you're reliving that trauma, but this time you're winning, as you put everything into these hits, consciously or not, and you hit Yume with 2 massive swings to the ribs. Is there anything else that you want to do on your turn?
I just want to state that as Chad is hitting Yume, he's not even imagining or looking at Yume anymore. He's imagining like Wolf and Aaron in Yume's position. Like he's just like going delusional because as soon as he lands the hits, he feels like super powerful that he's like finally overcoming his enemies. But yeah, that I would say that ends my turn.
Alright, Yume and Mamoru are up. Rose Quartz is on deck.
Okay, so Yume is a firebender, and earth is weak to fire. And Chad is an earthbender.
Oh fuck,
Is
I
there
forgot
something-
I said that.
Yeah, you did. I looked up the image in our conversation. I have it right here. I have receipts.
Can you send it into the Dragon King successor chat, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Let me jump to there. Let me copy and paste. Okay, that did not work. Why did that not work?
Damn.
Why you don't want to copy paste?
Chad's hammer was so strong it broke Leslie's Discord chat.
I'm just gonna open a browser to have an external. Okay, here. Here. This should work. So technically, that would deal double damage.
If you used an earth attack, yeah.
If I use a fire
Or
attack.
sorry, fire attack, yeah, yeah.
Because Chad is earth.
Correct.
Okay. Can I make one up? Do I have one? Because I don't think we have any of them. Can I like add fire to my? Can I add fire to my hammer? And just like the fire radiates from my hands and it's just like engulfing this fucking hammer.
Sure, I will say that will be your bonus action. If you want to use like a sort of bending enchantment and not a straight up like shooting fire at Chad.
Will the straight up? How would this straight up shooting fire at Chad even look like? Like, what would the attack on that be?
For Yume, I would say that it is a. You're gonna do Let me see. I need to look at your character sheet. Because it's gonna be wisdom based. Okay. So for the sake of like it applying your proficiency bonus, and I'm gonna have it be wisdom based for you. I want you to roll your survival check, and that will function as like an attack roll essentially. Does that make sense?
Okay, so not as an unarmed strike.
Not as an no. Because the survival check has the bonuses and the stats that we want for it. Or actually, all of it be intelligence based. I feel like that's valid too, since you're an artificer. If you want to roll, go ahead and roll nature instead, actually. And then your damage for that will be 2d12, I'll say. Or, 2d10. 2d10.
Okay. What did you say was the roll? Investigation?
Nature, sorry.
Nature, okay.
Yeah.
And me just fucking DC.
Chad's AC is a 14.
God fucking damn
No
it!
way! No way!
God fucking damn it!
As Chad, you see Yume pull out a move you've never seen before as fire erupts, and attempts to burn you, but you're able to just barely get out of the way, the heat caressing your body like the flow of lava. Yume, anything else you want to do on your turn?
Yeah, because that was my main action, right?
Correct.
Okay, so Yume is going to say, "You fucking left us to die," and is going to kick Chad in the chest to do just like a shove to see if she could shove him in the water.
You cannot do a bonus action shove, but if you would like to use bending for your bonus action, you may.
Okay, fine. She's gonna take
You
an
may.
earth. She's gonna take like a like rock basically like surrounding her fist and just like punch Chad in the chest to kind of shove him in the water then.
Okay. For that then, we're going to do contested athletics checks. You may
And she's rolling nat 20s. What am I supposed to do?
roll better. You have advantage because you're raging.
Oh, that's true. On what is this, acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics, contested athletics. So both of you roll athletics. Whoever gets higher wins.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
All right, Chad, you gotta meet or beat a 10. Or I guess if you meet, we'll just roll again. But yeah, go ahead and roll athletics, please, Chad.
If you roll a nat 20, I'm going to leave.
Oh, you're you're in luck.
All right, you may. I will say, on a differential of 4, you can push Chad, up to 10 feet away. So, any, like these two squares here. Which would you like?
Shit. If I don't get an attack of opportunity of them leaving my area of, or do I?
So for two reasons, no. Attack of opportunity,
Okay, I didn't think so. No. Okay.
yeah, attack of opportunity doesn't
Then
work on
flee.
forced movement, so it has to be Chad
Mhm.
deciding to move. Additionally, you can't
Mhm.
take a reaction on your turn. You can only take reactions on other people's turns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes. Then I'm gonna put Chad 2 spaces away in the water. That one, yeah.
Okay. All right. As Chad, this sort
Do you
of
know how to
like,
swim, Chad?
well, the water isn't so deep that you need to swim, but it will be like difficult terrain, so it will require double movement while
Mhm.
moving in the water. So far, it hasn't affected
Mhm.
Chad, so that's why I haven't like done a calculation. But yeah, Chad, this sort
Mhm.
of sneaky little short uppercut into your solar plexus, surrounded by a gauntlet of stone, sends you flying backwards. Do you move at all before you end your turn?
I'm gonna have Mamoru basically go here, and I'm gonna be riding Mamoru. And I
Um,
will end my turn. Oh,
uh,
okay.
yeah, basically that is fine. Technically, rules as written, you would have to move. You would have to go on top of Mamuro, and then Mamuro is the one who moves. But like, essentially, it's fine.
Okay.
All right, Rose Quartz, on your turn. Uh, you hear the words. Rose Quartz, did you know that he was lonely? That he was bullied and had no friends?
I mean, I guess I didn't know. How was I supposed to know?
Charity looks back and says, "Whatever could you mean? Are you okay?"
Yeah, is Rosemary saying this out loud? Like, can I hear this too? What the
Uh,
fuck?
because Jude did not say that, she says it in her head, I'm going to assume it was out loud.
I'm just like, it's okay. After I sense that people are looking at me weirdly, I will continue in my head and be like, oh, I always forget. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to this bitch. So,
You're just gonna be like,
um,
oh, she's talking to the vampire. Got it.
so, um, can I reply saying like,
hmm
well, do you want me to do anything?
Um, Rose Quartz, please roll an insight check.
Okay. Yay!
Excellent.
Nice, nice.
Oh, yay! Persona!
I know, I just have amazing taste in music.
Stop.
Rose Quartz, on a 25, you begin to see the outline of Yume and Chad's souls and their current state of being. As the bangles on your horns that you picked up, these sort of long golden bracelets that decoratively hang from you that you picked up in the Forest of Lost Souls, they glow in tandem as well. You see this beautiful and vibrant and somber color from Chad. The texture, rough and grainy, is the image. As you see great conflict within Chad, the mixing of colors representing the mixing of emotions. Chad is in pain, but it is pain that your magic cannot heal. He
Mm.
feels helpless and lonely and isolated. And in this moment, you're the only one who truly sees that he's reliving trauma as deep within the core of this outline of his soul. There is a deeply planted seed of fear. a fear whose roots have spread throughout the entirety of his thoughts and his beings. And from Yume's perspective, you see an outline of rage and of empathy. As on a 25, you understand the full emotional state of the situation. You see the misunderstanding. Yume has such a deep anger, which comes from a deep empathy. An empathy rooted just as deeply as Chad. It also spreads throughout her entire being right now. An anger that is righteous, and yet unable to fully understand Chad, ironically. And then there's you. You see the outline of your soul. And within that outline is another soul.
Oh.
And that soul, its sadness seeps into you as you both share this moment of everything unsaid is now seen. And that will be it for your turn, as Charity looks back and will say, and you can respond to Charity in this moment. I'll give you that. And will say, Rose Quartz, are you? You couldn't
Am I?
be. I'm sorry, you remind me of Drazix. But you couldn't possibly be descended from him, could you?
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
I couldn't be.
We'll talk about this later then. But
We all knew that was a lie.
there's something different going
took
on
out.
here. Alright. And with that, Chad, from your perspective, you see, almost like the flash of a camera, a light appear and fade just as suddenly. And you feel, strangely, in this moment, you kind of understand the anger of Yume a little bit more as you continue on with your turn.
Okay.
Or sorry, Chad.
Sorry, can you...
It's Chad's turn.
Did
Sorry.
you say Chad or did you say Yume? Yeah, I was confused. Sorry.
Sorry. I was just so in the moment. So essentially it is Chad's turn, but in
Okay.
that flash,
Mm-hmm.
Chad and Yume saw that like in a glimpse of each other's soul.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you said Chad saw a glimpse of Yume's soul.
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, Chad is still going on this little ego trip, and not ego trip, goes on his little power trip, and he gets up and he tries to attack Yume again.
Okay. All right.
So
Go ahead and, or if you're hitting with your melee attack, I need you to walk forward.
since there's rock here, do I have to walk around the rock, or can I just walk through the rock? Is that something I can step on, like a stepping stone?
Yeah, you can step on it. It's essentially a rock platform. It's so moving onto the rock will be 5 feet. Moving through the water will be 10 feet of movement because it's that difficult terrain. It's like up to your calves, essentially.
Okay, so moving on to that rock. So I basically moved like 15 feet at that point.
Correct.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna take a swing at Yume again.
Oh my god.
So Mamoru,
Sorry.
as a reaction, will do deflect attack.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. I forgot Chad wasn't raging, so I'm gonna give you back 4 HP real quick. Could you go ahead and send the reflect attack reaction in the chat, please? Chad, you said you were attacking Mamoru or Yume?
I'm gonna just go straight for Yume.
Okay. Just want to double check.
It won't let me send it because it's on Mamoru, but I copied and pasted it.
Okay.
Kyra now has disadvantage to hit me.
Okay, understood. Go ahead and roll,
Yippee.
Chad.
All right, this is with 2 hands. 2 hands.
With disadvantage.
That doesn't seem right.
What?
Oh wait.
Did you press roll with disadvantage, or do you just press it twice?
Oh, I'm gonna press it again. I
Okay.
did not press roll with
I don't know why
disadvantage.
it's green. It shouldn't be
I
green.
don't know it's green either.
Well,
No
Okay,
fucking
well you're not hitting
way.
it. That's a 14.
Why is it green? That was a 19.
No, that's a 19. I don't know. Oh, her 27 also wasn't a 20. It was a 19 because it's a +8. That also wasn't a 20.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
And the other one also wasn't a 20 because the 26. Hold up. You're
Also
hitting me way
confused.
more than you should be. That 26 was not a nat 20. It was an 18, and that 27 was a 19.
Why is it doing that?
I don't
Give me my
know.
health back.
Yeah, I'll recalculate it, but essentially, Chad, your first attack is a miss. What do you do?
he attacks again.
I knew that this was a disadvantage again. I knew that this shit was rigged. You're just making them green somehow.
Okay, so like, am I okay to roll my hit, or I'm a little confused.
No, you missed, so you have, if you're gonna hit it twice, you have to roll again, but again with disadvantage.
What the
Okay,
heck?
I'll roll twice. I don't know. Okay, let's see if I
Okay.
roll again.
I'm getting a piece of paper out. Fuck this shit.
Oh wait, ignore the last one. Ignore the last one.
Okay.
Why does it keep showing up green?
Is it
These are
because
not nat 20s.
I'm sorry, I don't want to refresh this page. I feel like the coding on this page is too good.
You're literally.
You're so cringe for that.
I feel like it's just a lucky page, guys.
I'm refreshing my page. Fuck that shit.
Okay, so that's 7, and then that should be 3. Okay. I got it correct now. So Yume should only actually have 10 damage. So I'm gonna just set you to 68.
And that includes the fact that I have because of
Yes.
rage. Okay, thank you.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know. It's broken.
This green
Ira,
bullshit.
refresh this.
You have to refresh the page, bro.
You know what it is? It's saying that there's an additional bonus of a 1d0.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, Kyra, your coding is shit.
Oh my
Refresh
god!
the
I'll
page,
refresh
bruh.
the page. I'll
I
refresh
see the
it.
0. I see the 0 on the roll.
What the fuck?
Also,
I think this shit's rigged. I think Kyra rigged it on purpose.
also, I want to clarify. Chad, your second attack should be a straight roll because Mamoru used the reaction already.
Oh, it's only one. Okay.
Yeah. Since all of this has been fucked, I'm just gonna say roll again, and then we'll just take that roll.
After you reload the page.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I'm gonna reload the page also. Okay. Alright, this is... A 19 hits, go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh wait, ignore that, ignore the second pair. Ignore the
She's
second
fucking
pair.
with the code again. She's fucking with the code again.
Okay, now I
with
think
the
it's got this
code
weird thing
again.
where it rolls twice. I'm refreshing the page.
What is happening?
I
Production
don't...
value, production value, production value.
I don't... You're destroying my production. I'm just gonna go with the first
Literally.
numbers, because I think the first numbers are valid. So 9 halved is gonna be 4 damage.
Okay.
Chad, as you hit Yume, you see a glimpse of Yume in an argument with family over some kind of disagreement. And then that memory is gone as Yume's turn takes over.
Amazing.
Oh, wait, sorry, Chad. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
Why the fuck is there a yellow square?
Boop, boop. Yellow
Nah.
square, yellow square.
Yellow square where?
Oh, don't worry about it. Chad, I forget if you had a bonus action or other stuff you wanted to do.
Bonus action. Can I go into rage? Or
Yes.
no? Oh, I'm raging. I'm raging, guys.
All
I
right.
was wondering when you were gonna do that.
Hey, you get to rage. Chad gets to rage. He's on his little power
Everybody
trip, right?
mad. Yeah.
Chad, as you rage this time, something happens.
What the? It's Zuko.
Actually it's Link, but you know, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the hero shade, but it's fan art.
Mm. I saw the fucked up eye and I thought it was Zuko.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Chad, behind you, a phantasm of your ancestor appears and puts his hand on your shoulder. As you go into the rage, you connect with the rage of your ancestors and their anguish, having lost their lives to the first Empress and her generals. And you hear his whisper before his visage fades as he says, "Remember what I said." And that is because now that Chad is raging, if an ally of his is about to be hit, he can use this ghostly connection to his ancestors to protect an ally.
Interesting. I wonder who he thinks is an ally.
That's the question.
That is
All
the
right,
question.
you may. If Chad, Chad, if there is no more movement for you to do, that will be the end of your turn.
Yes, and my turn.
All right. Okay. It's Yume's turn, Mamoru, and then Rose Quartz, you're on deck.
So Yume has an ability called Mounted Combatant.
Mm-hmm.
How do I send this? Why you don't want to send?
Here, I got you. I'll make it a little easier.
Okay, thank you. Which basically means if I'm mounted on my Steel Defender, I have advantage to hit Chad because Chad is smaller than me and not on a mount.
Smaller than Mamoru. That is just a quick
Oh,
correction.
sorry. Smaller than Mamoru and not on a mount that is bigger than Mamoru.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Can I, as like a bonus action, add fire to the Warhammer instead of just hitting Chad with a fire?
Sure.
Okay.
It will add an
Then,
extra D4 of damage.
okay, so I'm gonna roll the first one. And it's with advantage. I'm gonna roll again just to see if I crit. I do not.
Okay.
But I think it's 24 hits, right?
A 24 will hit, so go ahead and roll your one-handed damage, and then roll a D4 for that extra fire. I think that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine.
And then plus roll 1d. What did you say? 1d4?
Yeah, 1d4.
1d. Okay.
Alright,
Two.
so the fire damage gets doubled to 4. Your regular attack, because Chad is raging, gets halved to 3, so that will be 3 plus 4 is 7 damage to Chad. As Chad, this fire that Yume has imbued within her weapon, it stings. It truly burns. And Yume, as you hit Chad, you see a glimpse of Chad letting go of Olim's hand. And then you're back in the action.
Okay, sorry, there were things I wanted to say before, and I forgot to say them, but that's fine, I'll just say them now. So Yume saw a little bit of Chad's soul, but Yume does not understand. Yume doesn't understand what, like, trauma is. And he kind of shakes it off as like oh, they had a bad experience, but what does this have to do with what the fuck is going on? And Yume, before attacking, was like, it screams at Chad and is like, Delia is fucking dying, and then hits him. Tyra's laptop died.
It died
No
again.
way! I'm so sorry. Do you want to pause, or do you want, like, what do you want to do?
Oh no, keep going.
Okay,
I'm charging it right now.
Okay, I can roll for you if necessary while it's charging back up. Anyway. Sorry.
Anyway, Yume says Delia's fucking dying and hits Chad with this fire hammer.
Okay. I did the -7 already, correct?
Bestie, I don't know. That's your job.
Let me... Oh. I think I paused because of the thing. Anyway, alright, -7.
You can go back to your YouTube video. Go back to YouTube or whatever.
I only have my OBS open. I can't just open the stream.
Okay. Production value.
It's a one-man show, alright? Anyway,
I'm not making fun of you. I'm hiding the stuff by just yelling production value.
You're good. Anything else you may?
Sorry, 1 second. Oh, because I'm not on features and traits, that's the problem. Where does Steel Defender at?
Yeah.
So Mamoru's reaction is literally a reaction, and so that doesn't have anything to do with I can give him a command and he can do a command, right?
Correct. And that command being like one of the actions that they can do. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do Force and Power Rend, which is a melee weapon attack.
Okay, do you want me to roll it for you just for ease
of
simplicity?
Please. Yes, please.
Alright, so that'll be your... Wait, actually, no, you can't do that because you used your bonus action to empower your weapon on this turn.
Oh, just kidding. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But you can do it next round. Anyway,
okay.
Yeah, sorry. So, and it will stay empowered, but Mamoru, you will just take the dodge action.
Stays empowered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mamoru will take the dodge action on their turn, so they have advantage on dex rolls, and attacks against them have disadvantage. And I believe Yume and Mamoru, you're not moving, so that should be it for both your turns.
Yeah.
Alright, Rose Quartz, we're back to you. You're
Yes.
I like the rose quartz moments.
yeah, Rose Quartz, you're sort
It looks
of
like she's fucking going crazy
wide.
in the corner.
Yeah, Rose Quartz, your sort of wide bracelet, but the side will say, "Aren't you friends with them? You can stop this. You could clear the air for them."
I will say this in my mind.
Good.
I'll say, well, I can't stop them from fighting. That would kill their pride, apparently. But would you suggest I bring up Chad's past?
The voice will say, "Men have always been sensitive. You need to
Excuse
approach
you?
them in the right way. Maybe once he's got some sense beaten into him, he'll be ready to listen.
Ah, I see.
The timing is important."
Um, can I do something then?
What would you like to do?
I would like to bless Yume.
Okay, you can bless up to 3 creatures if I remember correctly.
Okay, Yume, Mamoru, and me.
Do you attempt to hide it?
Mm, I want to say
Think about how mad you are at Chad right now.
right, but also I
Mhm.
saw his soul, so I'm
That's
feeling
fair,
more
that's valid.
empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I will hide it just so it doesn't feel like he's getting more ganged up on.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, please.
Oh, you're hilarious.
Well, that's what it means to hide your actions.
I know, I know.
Alright, the spell goes through, and it is very apparent, Chad, to you that Rose Quartz is taken aside as a sort of magic activates, a sort of blessing befalls Yume, Mamoru, and Rose Quartz. Alright, let's see, I'll just put little hearts. Little hearts.
Is the bless a plus 1d4?
2
Yes.
d20 rolls once per turn, yes.
To
By the
attack
way,
roll or saving throw.
correct. By the way, it's past 8:30. I wanted to ask if anyone had a hard cutoff at 9 o'clock.
No.
Is that a no from
I'm good.
everyone?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. I don't think it will take much longer than, say, like a 9:15, but I'll try to keep things on track. Anyway, that's it for that. Charity will kind of look back again and nod his head and will say, "Times are changing, I see." Alright, Chad, you're up. Yume's on deck.
Chad does what he does again, and he attacks. But this time, he attacks on Mamoru for his first attack
Okay, this is at disadvantage because Mamoru is dodging.
with his. Yes, yes. So let me roll my hit. 1, 2. Oh,
It's not showing up on Roll20 for me, but let me check what it is. Oh, It's still green, but anyway, I believe only one of them hits. Your AC is
Well, because it
17,
was with
right?
it was they were rolling with disadvantage,
Oh,
and so it's only the
correct.
16.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
All
my
right.
AC is 17.
Or wait, no, this is attacking Mamoru.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
JK.
Mamoru's AC is a 15, so that will go through. Um, all right. Chad, go ahead and roll your damage. For your, are you doing 2 attacks on Mamoru or just 1? I like to do the attacks at the same time.
Just one. Yeah, and then the second one goes to Yume, so I'll roll to hit.
That one's also with disadvantage. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Disadvantage.
Sorry, no, it's not.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Oh,
The one to Yume is with disadvantage because Mamoru is using the reaction.
Okay, I had to wait for you to say that to confirm it. Wow, both of those attacks will hit. Okay.
Hera, so help me God, you're fucking up the story.
what do you? What?
What do you mean? The dice decide the story.
The dice are pissing me off.
Don't
Alright.
blame me. Blame the coders.
So that will be 12 damage to Mamoru. Okay, and then, your 9 damage will be halved, rounded down to 4. So that's 4 damage to Yume. Oh, but you're also raging, so sorry. That's, going to be 5 to Yume, and then I'll add an extra 2 damage to Mamoru. I'm a very good DM, you guys, I swear.
Question.
Answer.
Does Chad see us as allies?
That is up to Chad in this moment. I will say this first. Chad, as you attack Yume again, the vision from before moves a little clearer. As you see Yume's parents there as well. Yume's sort of other family members are shunning Yume for simply using male pronouns on that day. And then it fades. And as you hit Mamoru, you see another sort of vision of Yume. Yume's parents trying to explain that not everyone will accept you for who you are in the world. And it fades just as fast. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Chad?
I would like to state that bonus action, action contact. Oh wait, 2-weapon fighting. Nah, let's do it for the plot. I would like to state that once Chad gets a glimpse of that, he like starts lowering down his beer keg.
Okay.
As if like he experienced, as if like that flash of memory was his own memory, and he experiences, or he feels a sense of pain. That Yume, like he experiences like a fraction of the pain that Yume had in that flashback. So
Okay.
for the record, he lets his defenses down.
Yume, I will say as you notice this change in Chad after he strikes. And I believe now it's Yume's turn if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Chad?
Yes, ends the turn.
Oh, that's the wrong music.
Persona 4. I got merch. That's the year Persona 4 came out was the year I snuck into E3, and I got a bunch of exclusive Persona 4 merch.
That's so funny.
And I was like, yeah, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna play this game, and then didn't play the game. Yeah. I don't think I should have said it on the stream, but I did sneak into E3.
It's fine. Statute of limitations.
Disney executive adults, get on.
It's fine. E3 doesn't even exist anymore. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, Yume, Go ahead and take your turn.
Persona 4 is fucking nostalgic for me. So, Yume with like tears in her eyes is gonna say, Delia's a fucking vampire now. She might die. Worst case scenario, she dies, and best case scenario, she turns into a fucking vampire. Lin, it might as well be fucking dead. He also is either dead or going to turn into a vampire, and you fucking left. And is going to once again attack Chad because Yume has zero control over this rage. And is like hurting because her friends are like at death's door. And she's going to hit again with her warhammer that is infused with fire. Sun has advantage because she's on Mamoru.
Okay. Everything
That was
is
almost
correct.
that was almost a fucking nat 20. Okay, and then I'm gonna roll bless to see
Okay.
if what's your fucking AC?
It's 14. It's okay. You
Oh, so
already
it
hit.
hits anyway. Okay, JK.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage. Man, must be nice to
Oh,
not be
sorry,
stressed this
that was the
episode,
wrong
huh,
roll.
Jude?
Sorry, that was the wrong roll.
I'm living. The drama is amazing.
And then it was plus how much for the fire?
1d4, and then, yeah, so let me go ahead and calculate. So with rage, 11 rounded down is going to be 5, plus 2, 7 damage to Chad.
Does the bless add to the damage, or it was to the attack die?
To the attack, or, sorry. Yeah, the attack roll. So your
Okay, got
chance
it.
to hit is higher.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Anything else?
Yeah, now that I have a fucking bonus action. Sorry, I have so much fucking character sheet to scroll through.
Alright. As
1
you
second.
scroll through that, I will say, you may this time, as you hit Chad, you see a vision that unsettles you. You see a vision of Chad punching Colin in the face.
Oh, what the fuck?
Alum bleeding as well next to him.
What we saw in the flashback, basically.
Yeah. But you may experiences this for the first time.
You may somehow got angrier in a way she didn't think she could get angry. She was completely blinded by anger. And is going to whistle to Mamoru to instruct Mamoru to do the force empowered Ren attack.
Okay. That'll be your bonus action. Any movement before I end your turn.
Can you roll the force empowered Ren for me, please?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's your spell attack modifier to hit. Okay, let me see. Do you have any?
What gives my spell modifier? I don't know what that is.
I know it is. You're good. It's a +5.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Let's do this.
And it's also plus bless.
Yes, that is correct. I'll go ahead and roll the bless. A 12 still does not hit, unfortunately, as Mamoru swipes at Chad and misses. Rose Quartz. We're back to you.
Is that the end of my turn?
I believe so, because Mamoru doesn't really have bonus actions, if I remember correctly.
Right. And then okay, yeah. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. Alright. Rose Quartz, on your turn now, the voice is silent, but you feel a growing sadness still. What do you do?
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh. I would like. Oh, no, wait. Okay. If I cast the spell, it would end my current concentration spell of Bless. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be best to do it now.
Okay.
But let me just read it really quick.
You could also send it to chat so we can read it together.
Oh, so
Rio has this smirk like he knows what the fuck you're about to do.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I only have my screen.
it's just really funny to hear the smile in your voice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I'm not the only one who fucking hears it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have a very
Shut the
monotone
fuck up.
voice. I'm so not expressive. I'm just like not great at express.
Oh my god, no, not that.
Okay.
So yes, just reading it really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in a group of people.
It would effectively end the
Yeah.
fight if both people fail. Yeah.
Blast. Yeah. Okay. It's getting a little crazy right now. So I would like to cast that.
There is a vocal component to it. So in this moment, in an attempt to calm these two people down, Rose Quartz, what do you say?
I think you two will understand each other more than you think.
Alright. With that being said, the DC is a 15 charisma saving throw. You can choose to fail. Yume and Chad, what do you determine you do?
I'm reading. Hold on.
Okay. I will say for the for specifically this fight, you two will be calmed down to the point where you do not continue the fight while the effect is up, which is up to 1 minute.
I completely toss away my beer keg. No, I don't toss it. I drop my beer keg and then look Yume in the eye with sincerity and attempt to go for a hug.
Oh.
Like, reach out to Yume while they're on Mamoru and
Okay.
give a hug.
Oh my
What
god.
do I roll?
So just to clarify, Chad, do you choose to fail the roll to let yourself be calm in this moment?
Yes.
Okay. Before attempting to hug, I will ask Yume, what do you do?
I don't fucking know. Like this would normally work on Yume, but Yume is so unbelievably upset. I don't think that she has any control over her emotions, and she's going to fight the calm emotions. She has a +0 to her charisma. She has
Okay.
a +0 to her charisma, and I've been rolling real fucking low.
Uh-huh.
So
We'll
probably
see.
probably
We'll
gonna
see
fail it.
Yeah, go
We'll
ahead
see
and
what
roll
the
your
dice
charisma say.
story.
The
Yeah.
dice are gonna tell the story.
Fail. Maybe.
1.
Oh, I can't fucking roll it because okay, fine. I'm gonna just roll. I'm just gonna roll a d20
Okay.
+0. Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
You
Well,
may.
Wait, no. The deep
Chad's getting
the
his
bless
ass
would
beat.
not.
Oh wait, yeah. There's no more bless. You're right.
There's
You're
no more
right.
bless. There's no more bluff.
Good catch, good catch. You resist. And I will say in this moment, it is that
Oh,
that
fuck.
scene in your head that truly like blinds you with rage. Of Chad beating up Olim and Colin. And also of Chad running away. Right? In this moment, I will say, Yume, if you want, I will let you take an attack of opportunity, and if you succeed, it will be an auto crit.
Why is now the time that I roll high? I was really okay. That's fine.
See, that's what happens.
The dice want to tell a fucking story, and the dice want to tell a fucking story. Okay, yeah. She's gonna take an attack of opportunity. She's going to hit, and she's gonna say, a fucking hug isn't gonna fix shit. People are dying. You fucked up Colin, who I think is looking bad for this season and shit. You fucked up Colin, you fucked up Olive, and all you've done is cause hate and destruction. You've ruined everybody's lives that you've come in contact with, and is going to attack.
Okay, for this attack, it will be a regular roll, but if you hit a 14 or higher, you will crit. Okay.
But I have advantage because of Mamoru.
No, I'm saying this is a special moment.
Okay, got it.
So because of it, it will be just a regular roll. The
This
ability
low.
for it to crit is going to be the difference.
It's okay. It's gonna be low. It's gonna be low. It's gonna be so low. It's not low.
You may roll your damage.
God damn.
Damn it. And
Brother.
then we're critting too. I rolled an 8 on a D8.
Dude, you're fucking
And it
funny
doubles.
right now.
Well,
You're
He's
so
not raging,
hilarious.
so he doesn't take half.
No,
Oh,
well,
no.
it doesn't say it ends the rage. It just suppresses it. However, I need you to still roll that d4.
Oh, right, because it's a fucking fire. Why is now the time?
The story is just too much right
Mhm.
now.
God, which doubles to a 4.
All right. So
24 plus 4.
So yeah, so the 12 is doubled and then halved because of the rage. I'll still allow it. So it just goes back to 12. And then that's plus 4 is 16. As Chad, you are in this moment where you calm down. You allow yourself to calm down, and you, in your mind, see this flash of that memory. And you see that Yume's family, it decides to shun Yume because they don't understand why someone would choose to use different pronouns, choose to change their identity from their perspective, to lie about who they are, to go through a phase and make a big deal out of it. That is the sentiment that you see, and you see the effect that it has on Yume. And that despite all of it, Yume's parents stand by her, stand by them, and stand by him throughout all of those days.
Sorry.
And then you're knocked to the ground. One moment, please.
Chad's gonna hit his head on the rock, and then he's gonna go into a dream, and then Yumi's gonna fucking follow, and... Or Link is gonna come back, that works too.
I like the story that was told actually through the dice.
You too.
It was a good one.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Give me a moment. I'm still doing things.
Production value.
Oh my god, why is my phone ringing at a time like this?
I watched the latest adventuring party. While you do that, I watched the latest adventuring party for D20's Never Stop Blowing Up, and in the middle of the adventuring party, Brendan's mom started FaceTiming him, and he answered the FaceTime, and he was like, "Hi, mom," and he like panned so that everyone could say hi. She's like, "Hi, Dana. Okay, sorry, bye." And that's kind of reminded me right now. It was really cute. And Brennan was like, "That is famous author," and then said her name, I can't remember, and she's responsible for so and so like fiction series and stuff. And it was really cute, but it reminded me of Rio right now in the middle of like, "What is up?"
All right. Let me know when you see it.
I see the tree.
Yeah, the tree.
Me too, me too.
If you play Leaves from the Vine, I will leave the fucking YouTube session.
Well, now that you've said it, no, I'm just kidding.
No, I will.
I'm kidding. All right,
Fucking emotional shit.
Chad, as you are knocked down, and all of you are sort of pulled into this memory with Chad as calm emotions takes place. We see ourselves and our heroes at this sort of oak tree where Chad used to play. And in this moment, Rose Quartz Yume, you find that you are in your childlike selves. Mamoru is like essentially like a cardboard box, and all of you
I'm sorry.
appear to be playing together, Delia and Ling off in the corner putting band-aids on.
I'm
And
young?
in this moment,
Okay,
you
hold
appear
on.
to be so.
Delia and Ling are putting band-aids on each other?
No, on themselves. They appear to have like little boo-boos and stuff.
And they're children. Interesting. And Mamoru's a fucking cardboard box?
And
okay.
You see a young crying Chad. And you see that as he's been being pushed down, some people show up. Give me 1 second, I forgot to grab them. But you see two people that the others do not recognize. You see two bullies.
Fuck these bitches.
Oh, not the two
Aaron-
boys I was expecting.
Aaron and Wolf appear, children with backward hats, and they walk over to you, Chad, on the ground and say, "I guess little Chad hasn't changed at all. Still a loser. Still different. Still a coward. You'll never be one of us." And Chad, as you lay there, they continue to point and laugh at you.
Chad just cries. He just cries so loudly. He just keeps crying.
Little Chad, with your oversized jacket, you huddle into this fetal position instinctively, like you did at the start of our session, when Yume first approached. Rose Quartz and Yume, as you see this, as little kids, what do you do?
Yume's gonna approach little Yume, whatever that little means. Yume, normal size Yume.
Yeah, little Yume, as you approach, you, for once in your life, were not very tall. You haven't grown yet. you are still tall for a child of your age, but Wolf and Aaron, they're older than you. Taller, stronger. From above the two of you, they continue to laugh and point and ridicule Chad. And the part that sticks out to you, Yume, is that they say something that you've never heard before. I can't believe that you're gay, man. Like, why would you choose to be like that? That's so weird.
Yume is going to respond to a thing that they previously said because Yume doesn't understand the word gay. And is gonna say, why would anyone want to be like you guys? You guys fucking suck. Fuck off.
Rose Quartz, what do you do?
I run up to them and
You can move. You
push them.
can move.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, Rose Quartz, go ahead and move over. Yeah, Rose Quartz goes into rage. Rose Quartz, go ahead and make an acrobatics check to try and kind of in a sort of judo way push them, right? Like you're using leverage. You may go ahead and roll for intimidation.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just trying to move. I had to refresh my page.
Uh-huh.
I'm scared.
Ooh,
All right.
okay. I really need to fix my computer.
Don't we all?
The lesson. But here I go. Just gonna move. Oh. It doesn't let me move, but I'll just go ahead and roll.
Sorry, let me go fix that.
No, it's okay. I got a 14.
Nice.
Good shit. On a 14, I'll say you can trip one of them. You scare off the other.
Okay. I will trip Aaron, because what a douche. And then I'll scare off the other.
Yeah, I'll scare off Wolf.
Wolf takes out his candy cigarette. As he runs away,
How's that worse?
he throws it. And he says, well, fuck you too. Colin's going to get you back, you know.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Alright, and
Because you may know who Colin is, because you may like little in this scenario.
yes, you may remember who Colin is.
Okay.
As Wolf runs away. Aaron tripped over, gets up, kind of like as he rolls down the hill a little bit and says, oh, I need to flip him. Oh, flip too much. Okay. He says, you know, he's a terrible guy. I saw him. He beat up his friends. You can't trust him. He's not loyal. He just does whatever you ask of him because he's fake and a coward. He's gonna betray you too.
Not if we treat him with kindness.
Kindness is gay.
If I were you,
You're gay.
I don't know what
You're
that
gay.
If the two of you would like, roll persuasion, deception, intimidation, any of those.
Okay.
You said persuasion?
Yeah, any of those three.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
I make him shit his pants.
he not only shits his pants, he pisses his pants too, as he falls back, and he's like, no, there's no way, I couldn't, and he's going to.
Oh, look at little piss boy! Look at the little piss boy! He fucking smells! He smells like shit, the little piss boy!
Ew! Ew!
Oh my god, look at that thing! Disgusting!
You're so nasty, bro. Oh my god.
I can only imagine what Michael thinks I'm fucking screaming.
And as the two of you scream this, Chad, on the floor, you feel one of your ribs is bruised pretty hard, but you see Yume and Rose Quartz chase off Wolf and Aaron, some of the kids who started all of this. How does Chad feel in this moment?
For the first time in this moment, in this very, very moment, he feels loved.
Chad, as you think that, you make eye contact with your ancestor Joseph. He will nod and give a slight smile as he fades back into the past. And as he fades into the past, some of the words that Wolf and Aaron said do bring your attention to your doubts. The running away, the letting your friends down. You think of Ollum and Colin in this moment subconsciously, and that moment when you walked away from them and they promised to kill you because of the pain that you had caused them. How does Chad feel about Yume and Rose Quartz, and how does he feel about the fear of letting them down, of betraying them?
He definitely feels like his heart, there's a lot more weight on his heart, considering that he ran away when they needed, not when they needed him the most, but that he ran away from them when they were going through the battle together, when they were supposed to go through the battle together. So, like, he looks at Yume Rose Quartz and sees his two childhood best friends, and he like makes a promise to himself that he won't ever let them down and he'll stick through it all, for better or for worse.
Alright. And as you resolve to do this, Chad, you find that you are not strong enough in this moment to get up by yourself. You are injured, hurt. What do you do?
I look up to Yume and I say, Abis.
What?
You said what?
I'm
Oh,
joking,
no.
I'm joking.
Wait, what'd you say though?
What'd you say?
I said I look up to Yume and I say, Uppies.
Oh,
Oh, stop, bro.
I didn't want to
Stop.
say it. I didn't want to say it.
so funny. Yumi's gonna go to Chad and do the most like little kid thing ever, and is gonna be like, "Is it true that you don't have friends? Do you want to be friends?"
Chad looks up to Yume with a slight tear in his eye. He wipes it away and he slowly nods like a little kid, like embarrassed.
So Yumi's gonna reach their hand out, but is gonna stop. Like she's like going to try to like pick him up, right? But she's gonna like stop, and she's gonna say, "Okay, the friends stick together, and they're not mean to people. I don't know if what they said was true, but friends aren't mean. Okay?"
Chad replies, "Okay."
Okay, and then Yumi's gonna like extend her hand out to help Chad up, and maybe pull a little too hard. No. Oh, bees.
All right. Rose Quartz, as you move closer, do you opt to do anything?
I want to give Chad a hug.
All right. Chad, Rose Quartz will come over and offer to give a hug. Do you accept it?
Shocked at first, but then I I give in and I hug back. I'm like I'm not as tense anymore. I'm just like giving into the hug.
As you give into the hug, Mamoru will, like, with both front legs kind of lay on you like a dog, as Charity also walks up and joins your hug as well.
Yumi's gonna hug from the other side and hug Chad and Rose Quartz and do the thing where they like lean back to pick them up off the ground a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, a little Yume, picks up everybody, and
Little Yume is like a medium-sized human.
um, and in this moment, we
I think
now
normal Yume is like 9 feet tall or something.
7. What the fuck?
7, 8? I thought it was I thought it was taller. I don't remember. It was an orc.
I think
It
you're
doesn't matter.
yeah, I think you're a half orc technically, but I digress.
Uh-huh.
And now, as we continue in this sort of hug, we find ourselves back at the cave. Injuries present, but things seem a little better and a little worse.
Yume's gonna get out of a rage. And is going to do that like bro thing. I think because she just picked it up from Chad, and do the thing where they like take both hands and just kind of like push on their shoulders, like playing or whatever, and be like, "What the hell, bro? Like you said you weren't gonna do that, and you let us down. What the fuck?" But it's like not anywhere near as angry. It's not in a rage or anything. It's just kind of looking for an answer.
I just uh I know I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I let you guys down. I will see it out. Like I'm not gonna give you some sob story. I know I should have been there for you guys, and I promise I'll make it up to you guys. Every single battle, I'll go with it through to. I'll go. Fuck. Okay, wait. I'll go through it with you together. I'm not gonna let you guys down. I promise. I promise. And if I do, you're allowed to kill me.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Charity
I
goes,
already have like a
"That's
hit list on
crazy."
me.
What does Charity say?
Charity says, "That's crazy. Why would you say that?"
I kind of have like a running hit list on me already, but like,
Chad, you need a therapist.
therapy? Nah, I just need to duke it out, you know?
I know this guy
Just
named
like,
Malika.
No,
He's pretty
bruh,
good.
no.
like,
Oh,
yo, why he kind of? Oh, you said guy. You didn't guy like a guy like gender neutral. You mean like guy,
No, as in a biological male. A
biological
man.
male?
A penis haver.
I'm just saying like
Mhm.
why have a sexy name and like why
Oh,
you know?
okay.
I mean like
Okay.
you know names can be gender neutral, but like yeah you know what
Can I
I'll come back to you.
slap him really lightly in the back of the head to hopefully get him to, he's like a broken record right now. He's like skipping, like a CD that's skipping. I'm gonna like tap him lightly in the back of the head to see if he like unfucks his speech.
Yeah, you can. You know, Chad, I'll leave it up to you if that ends up helping find your point and straightening at your speech. But everyone, you notice Pan kind of hurriedly walking along.
I forgive you, but what are you gonna do about the other people you've wronged? Like Delia, like Ling, like Colin? I didn't get hurt, but they did. I can't forgive you for them.
I don't know, but I'll do everything I can to 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 make my wrong actions right. I'll carry that guilt with me to the day I die, knowing that people got hurt because of what I did.
At this moment, Pan will kind of interject and say, "Well, that's all well and good, but Kai told me I needed to tell you something."
Is Kaya alive?
Yeah, she's kind of complaining a lot about the stab wounds, but yes, she's alive. But more importantly, we know where they're going next. They're heading to the Earth Dragon and his temple. And we know why. They're trying to steal the power of the dragons. For Colin. He's trying to become the next emperor. You know, take the elements and essentially become the ruler of the islands, but it's more than that.
He's trying to collect all the Dragon Balls to become the next Avatar. Got it.
Right. So he
Okay.
can kill God.
What?
Huh?
Which one? Which one?
And Rose Quartz, in your head at that moment you hear, well, I guess I couldn't hide it for long. Colin's trying to kill Bulawan because she asked him to. Just like she asked the Empress and Aluna. That's why they killed me. And with that, we will bring our session to a close.
I have more questions than answers.
Dude, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What?
Alright, and I suppose we'll have to answer those questions next time. But, as a reward and thank you for, you know, a pretty intense amount of previous sessions, you all level up. And
Oh my god.
next session will be a shopping and information gathering episode.
Yeah!
Thank the Lord. Oh my god. What? No, hold on. Someone's gonna get stuck inside of a magic lamp and then they're gonna come kill people. Like, just hold on. Just wait.
Yeah. In addition to that, we will be heading towards the floating city of Saphira because they have recently developed a way for you to travel to the Earth Island.
Thank God.
But yeah. With that said, I will go ahead and end the stream, and then we can talk for a little bit and just answer your questions. So I'll go ahead.